This first one was the book I was reading when we were in San Francisco together. It's like a big black book, and everyone thought I brought like my Bible. They're like, "Is that your Bible?" I was like, "No, this is a book. Just a novel." I forgot who asked that, but I was like, "No, it's a novel by the guy who did American Psycho,
Let me see
Bret
it. Bret
Easton Ellis."
Easton. Oh, Bret
Yeah.
Easton Ellis.
So it was just all black like this, right?
That
And
does look
and
like a Bible.
it's got gold on the side. Because this is the sleeve, though. It's called the Shards, but
Okay.
it's an insane book. Without saying the synopsis, I would compare it to it's like Scream meets like it's in the 80s, and it's like if the Scream was done at like a super private rich school, and all
Hmm.
these kids are like connected. It's about high schoolers, but the synopsis is this. It says 17-year-old Bret is a senior at an exclusive prep school when a new student arrives with a mysterious past. Robert Mallory is bright, handsome, charismatic, and shielding a secret from Bret and his friends. Even as Robert becomes part of their tightly knit circle, Bret's obsession with Robert is equaled only by his increasingly unsettling preoccupation with the trawler, a serial killer on the loose who seems to be drawing even closer to Bret and his friends, taunting them, and Bret in particular, with grotesque threats and horrific, sharply local acts of violence. And then there's a bit more, but that's basically what it's about.
Good Lord.
It's really
Love it.
dark though, because it's by the guy who did American Psycho, and this is the
Hmm.
first book I've read by him. I'm probably going to read American Psycho at some point and his other books. Like he has a book called what is it called? Less Than Zero, which is a book, but it's
Yeah.
also a movie with Robert Downey Jr. and Andrew
Yeah.
McCarthy. I want to read the book and see the movie,
You
and
should also watch Rules of Retraction.
I is that him?
Yeah, he wrote that book as well. And
Yeah,
also,
he's a good author, but his
yeah,
stuff is dark.
that book is fucked up. That
Yeah,
movie's fucked up, and it
this
also has a great James Vanderbeek performance because he's a complete sociopath. Do
wow,
not
yeah.
watch Dawson's Creek after. He's
You won't
not
be able to.
Dawson's. He's not Dawson right there.
Wow,
Yeah, no,
yeah.
he's a very interesting author. I mean,
He's
like American
yeah.
Psycho is definitely the best one. Rules of Attraction is really good,
Hmm.
but yeah, Less Than Zero. I can't remember if I even liked that movie or not.
I heard it was just
It's been
mediocre,
yeah, it's been a while since I've seen it.
but I'm interested still because it's kind of in the same because I guess this author tends to a couple of his books are like autobiographical in a way
Hmm.
of where he takes things from his actual life and makes it fiction. So I don't know
Yeah.
like auto fiction or something they call it. The Shards is one of those because the main character's name is Brett, and it's during the time when he was first writing Less Than Zero, the book
Mm.
originally. So it's like takes place in that universe kind of thing, and it has like a lot of good needle drops in the book where they talk about it. So I like made this whole playlist about it. It's all 80s music. It's so good. I was
Hmm.
like, this really gets you immersed. So I'm glad that they're making it a TV show. Um,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, it's because I love it when one book can be a TV show because it's like that's a
Yeah.
mini series.
Well,
Like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably
You
gonna
could.
be
It's
there's
kind of like Lucky Hank. I haven't seen anything of it yet.
oh, is that based on a book?
Yeah, it's based on a
Okay.
book, the Bob Odenkirk show on
Yeah.
AMC. It's like uh I feel like that's like the way to adapt a book right now, especially
Yeah.
like how streaming is going. Like, if you just make it like a nice mini series,
Yeah.
and
The
then
Hobbit did
you
something
can get
weird where
all of
they
it,
split the one book into three movies, which was a
which is
little
dumb.
strange. Yeah, they
Yeah,
had to put in a lot of stuff to fill in the gaps because the Hobbit's only like that big. Like
yeah.
it's should maybe it should have been a TV show, who knows, but
Well,
I don't know.
also with a Fantastic Beast, it was just based off of
Like an
like J.K.
encyclopedia type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling just like did like a little thing, and then like they're like, we're gonna make this into three movies. It's like, I mean, like you don't have to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But HBO is the one who's producing this into a TV show, so I'm pretty excited
Nice.
about it. But it's very dark. So once it comes out and people are like, "Oh my God!" Like imagine the detail in the book, sort of thing, because
Mm.
it's intense. But I'm gonna read a lot more of his stuff now. But I'm looking forward to that. And Yeah, I didn't think this would happen because this book just came out this year and it's his latest book. And he hadn't made a book in like, I don't know, like 15 years or something. So this is his big comeback and everyone's like, this is great. So there's that. The Shards. I'm looking forward to that. I'm
Shards.
scared though that it might be too dark and people are like, "What the fuck did you do that for? Why would you read that book?"
Well, I
Because this
mean,
is the book that I was talking about when I said that I found out it's really hard to kill someone with a stab because they go into detail, and that's what they talk about in this book. He's like he like it's hard to explain, but
well, no, I get it because that he's a gnarly author. Author.
yes, he is. I mean, if anyone knows American Psycho, you know how fucked up he is.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Well, I love like especially Rules of Attraction. Like
Mhm.
he starts it, and they do the same thing in the movie. He starts it mid sentence,
Hmm.
and then it ends mid sentence.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
fucked up though.
His
It's fucking gnarly.
his
And
writing
I
is
I
insane, yeah.
will I will say Rules of Attraction like definitely, especially nowadays, it's a touchy movie. It's about
Didn't
college
age
and
well?
like it's not bad.
Oh.
I honestly think that it aged. I don't think it aged poorly. It's a crazy movie, and especially with
Uh,
James Vanderbeek, I think that he delivers a great. And there's a one scene with Fred Savage too.
really?
He's a heroin addict
Oh
and
wow.
putting heroin in between his toes.
Ugh.
It's a weird, crazy, odd movie, but it's fucking dark and be prepared.
I'm gonna check it out.
You should.